We have new missions coming with the 4.1.1, as well as the Invictus Launch week. There will be around 60 new missions, and that's a pretty high volume of new content to be provided, but then again, a bunch of them are on repeat. Of course, some will spread out in different levels and mission types, so it might not be actually that much. The big headliner is the hunt for Polaris. This falls in line with the Save Pyro initiative, where Frontier fighters have stolen a Polaris which was bound for Invictus. The story-wise, the goal is to take it and make it back to the Pyro. And obviously our task is to stop them. When we first encounter this, there will be additional hostile ships to stop us from taking it out. Also, the UEE Navy has sent support ships to assist us in stopping the Polaris from escaping. So it's probably in our best interest to keep them alive. So the next 12 different missions will be of patrol variety, between headhunters and Foxwell, so illegal missions from the headhunters and security missions from the Foxwell Security Agency. The headhunters will be operating first time in Stanton and want to spread their interests. The patrol missions can have 4 different objectives, each mission will have 3 different encounters, so you will not experience all of these encounters in every mission. It's a small progressive mission, so to say. Starting from destroy all ships, defend a ship, search and destroy, or an empty objective. So there might actually be nothing. Search and destroy might not actually be combat focused. The idea is to scan and discover possible spots of friendlies or hostiles, like satellites. This might also turn into an encounter with hostile ships popping up to defend their satellite. And possibly, if these are well received, it will be expanded upon with different variety of different possible objectives, which can be part of this simple mission chain. The Gilly is also returning, or also known as Skill. He was one of the first guides in the game, if I remember correctly. He does now come with new missions, and these are not directly tutorial missions, but simpler combat missions with some instructions. There will also be another 12 set of ambush missions. The idea is to wait and stalk, then strike hard. This also should be lawful and criminal. We will be told to hide in a new type of specific emission zone, so we cannot be detected by scanning, pinging, or scouting in general. What happens is that the scout ships will jump in and try to find us. Scanning us won't work, and then they will give all clear. Cargo ship or the target ship will fly in, and this is our time to strike. If the missions will actually be playable and work like expected, they might grow as well, similar to the patrol missions. They might also be a jump point for new future missions or events. And all of these new missions will have a chance to spawn in an ace pilot. These are NPCs which are tweaked up to be more efficient than our standard hostiles flying their little ships around. We might not encounter them at all, or we might encounter them all the time, because there is a chance for them to pop up. I am not expecting them to be too difficult, but it's kinda good to hear that they are actually adding some more difficult flight-focused NPCs into the game. Once you have taken them down and actually go for the loot, they will have some amount of guild scripts. These will be used to collect and can be used as currency for the collector missions. Some of these can be found when exploring, looking under the beds, perhaps just looking around, finding in the world. And I'm guessing possibly equally to be looted from containers or NPCs. Finally, the Invictus Launch week. This is happening in Area 18 and we can expect a pretty good show of new vehicles, old vehicles, and other fun holograms, which we usually see. We did get a little sneak peek at Asgard, which I am guessing is either a transport or some form of dropship mixed with gunship, appearing to be built on Valkyr, or at least that's what it seemed. Also an off-road vehicle from the Grey Cat family, and a variant of a Guardian, which I am guessing is missile-focused. Perhaps even more importantly, there appear to be flight blades coming with this Invictus. To my knowledge, these are not your turret-focused flight blades, so you won't have automated turrets, but instead are focused on tuning your ship. I might be wrong here, so let's best wait and see. This year they are even planning better layout for this whole event, so there won't be a new layout of this whole expo hall. This means it will be one of the same from the beginning, but they will have different rotations in the rental kiosk. I am guessing this is to optimize the stability of that event, this area, a bit better. So on the first day you can have a look around all through this expo area, and on all the other days you can just go for the rental kiosks, and that's where the ships and their producers keep swapping out. I guess it was daily. Invictus is also built more around this customization, and of course to make our ships run better. Eaters will actually be available to explore, and it will be above Area 18, more precisely accommodations area. So enter the tall building and take the elevator to the top floor. If you don't know where it is, go to the central hologram area and just look up. I don't think you can miss it. Invictus will definitely provide us with newer ships and vehicles, and about which we will learn over the next week or two. I hope this convention center will be more stable, but we will have to wait and see about that, because usually they put a pretty heavy strain on the game. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching!